I understand that every religious group feels like they have a special relationship with God. I get it. The Mormons feel like they're chosen as well, right? They feel like they have a special relationship with God that other Christians do not have. I'm sure the Muslims feel that their relationship with Allah is different than everyone else's relationship. I get it. But to start creating these tags and say that we're the only ones and everyone else is just outsiders, you're not going to get a good outcome from this.
Did you watch the Game of Thrones?
I did, religiously, and House of Dragon.
Let me tell you. So finally, I got sick. Okay? Finally, I got the flu. I've been flying everywhere. I came back, and I think it was the 6th of November. And I started watching Game of Thrones. I wouldn't watch it because I don't like when everybody's hyping it, and I don't like waiting, and I don't, and I love great acting, and it was great acting.
Yeah, 100%.
And I realized why this was so good and why people were so attached to it, because everybody feels that they should sit on the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
Everyone feels that they have a right to be on this Iron Throne, and that they're going to make everybody happy and everything is going to be right. And it just hit me in that point. That's exactly what the problem is. Everybody wants to sit on the top of the hill and say, look how great I'm doing for all of you while you guys bend the knee to me. And it's just such a bad thought process. But they get run into it. I think Jerry Jones, I think they were saying, hey, there's a big thing at the front, and I think Jerry Jones, being a young teenager, not ever thinking what's it going to be like when you're 65 or 72, I think running to get there to look to see what is happening may have gotten him in a situation. He also didn't get on the other side and deny it. He was in his teens. He wanted to have a good, you know what I'm saying? This is the way it goes. And these guys are the rebels. He didn't know pretty soon it was going to be flipped, reversed. Yeah. Or that, because this was the way it was.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving anybody passes because it's not up to me, but I understand the situation. I understand the way it was. I just thought I wanted to get back to that. The other thing is, when they called Kyrie an idiot, they didn't look at everything. They just looked at it, had a quick response, and said it and got out of a word. I think they were wrong for that. I do. I don't think they should have said that. You see, Kenny Smith didn't say it because Kenny thinks before he speaks. And I think sometimes you should think before you speak. And you don't have to give an answer. This is another. They could have said, you know what? We don't know the whole story. Let me get into it, and then I'll give you your story. Well, this is the whole story. He said, it can't be the whole story right there if you're just going to read me a couple of pieces. Yeah. Plus, why are we talking about that? That's how you get out of that and on to what you're getting paid to do. And then he said, right after that, the couple of weeks, like last week, he was talking and Charles said, Rick Mahorn or John Salley can't fight. Right? And I laughed.
Really? He said that about you?
Yeah, he said that. And I laughed. And he was like, man, you heard that? I go, I love Charles for keeping my name relevant. Right? Him mentioning that. And they go, well, you can't fight. And I sit there and I go, you don't want me to fight because I don't believe in fighting. I believe in, if I'm threatened, I have to end you from ever threatening me again. So you don't want me to fight because I don't see it the way you do. I'm a karate man. See, I bruise on the inside. You wouldn't know that, big Kentucky Fried Chicken eating motherfucker.